Leibniz, Gottfried Wilhelm, born in 1646, died in 1716, German philosopher, scientist and public figure, made a great contribution to mathematics. He was one of the inventors of the differential calculus and physics. He anticipated the law of the conservation of energy. He was also a geologist, biologist, historian, linguist, and the author of several technical inventions. His philosophical evolution began with mechanistic materialism. But dissatisfied with the passive character of substance in terms of this world outlook, he went over to objective idealism, which found in its expression in the theory of monads, monadology, 1714. According to Leibniz, matter cannot be substance while substance must be absolutely simple. The monads are the indivisible, spiritual substances, of which the whole universe is composed. Infinite in number, all monads are percipient, mobile and self-active. This is the dialectics of his teaching. But his dialectics was idealistic and theological. The monads, in his view, cannot have any physical influence on one another, and yet they form a single developing and moving world, which is regulated by a pre-established harmony depending on the supreme monad, the absolute, God. The concept of pre-established harmony formed the most reactionary part of Leibniz' philosophy. Leibniz' theory of knowledge idealist rationalism was aimed against the sensationalism and empiricism of Locke. Not sharing Locke's view that the mind is but a blank sheet, tabula rasa, and denying that sense experience is the source of the universality and necessity of knowledge, Leibniz contended that only reason can be that source, nouveau essaysa l'entendement humain, 1704. In effect, Leibniz modified the Cartesian doctrine of innate ideas, which he described as residing in the mind. Leibniz held that the criterion of truth is clarity of knowledge, the absence of contradictions in it. Accordingly, to test the truths of reason it was enough to apply the logic of Aristotle, the laws of identity, contradiction, and the excluded middle. While the law of sufficient reason was needed to test truths of fact. Leibniz is considered the founder of modern mathematical logic. In his opinion, it would be ideal to create a universal language and formalize all thinking. In his socio-political activity, he tended to compromise between the German bourgeoisie and the feudal class.